Not a party. It's the bagel guy. Is still at it, man.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Like that's what you're known at.
The bagel
as
guy.
The bagel guy.
He's the bagel guy. And listen,
the mini bagel guy.
No, that's true.
Well, he got hit. That's what they were
going to give away. No, they were going to give away mini bagels, right?
Oh, I thought
They
you were.
said
That's right. That's right.
If you went into one of the locations, I don't know if they're still doing it, and you mention this guy, they will give you mini bagels.
They did. They tweeted that out.
Wow.
Hey, wait. Way to use that promotion, man.
But here's the thing. I'd be like, oh, man, they're really picking on this guy. This guy, I know, and we said it yesterday. We said that there's definitely something wrong with him.
I know.
He is a fucking asshole. Like, you looked at, he posted videos on YouTube. Right, so he takes this girl out on a date. First, he gets into this shit box of a car that looked like it just got hit with a bulldozer, and he goes, "No, you're not gonna be frowning at the end of this." And he's with this girl, and he's like, "Hey, so you're gonna come back with me now and come to my house and fool around with me, right?" And
wait, when was this released?
There's snow on the ground, so it must have been earlier this year.
Right.
And so the girl's like, I just want to go home. He's like, I was going to spend $750,000 on you.
What?
With that car, you're not doing
What?
And he's screaming at her. And then she's like,
Why was this filmed?
because he's a fucking lunatic.
Wait, so he had it
her
filmed?
reaction?
He has her reaction. It's the video's out there. They sent it this morning. You can find it maybe on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
But like, if you can find that video, guys, it's just look for the crazy bagel guy and whatever his name is. But he posted it somewhere. Anyway,
The only reason
so
I'm thankful for these people is it made me feel normal.
But listen, so the girl said, she's like, "Can you just take me home?" He's like, "Oh, you're not gonna come back with me to my house?" And he does it like a whole bunch of different times. The girl's just like, "Just get me the fuck out of here." So she's like, "Can I just?" She's freezing. She's like, "Can I get in the car?" So he goes, "Oh," she's like, "Can you open the door for me?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll open the door for you." So he goes into the car, and he looks over, and he puts his hand out to the girl, and he goes to open it, and then he just drives away, laughing hysterically, laughing at her. She's freezing in the cold, and he's just like, he laughs. He's like, "Oh, let's pass her around. Let's pass her around. Look at her." He starts calling her a money, bitch or whatever he's saying to her. And he drives up, and then he says, and he looks over, and he does the old trick of coming to the car. She goes to do it again, and he drives away again, and like totally leaves.
We call that the Wayne Arnold. Remember on Wonder Years?
Oh yeah, you're right. He is. That's right. He's a rotten.
What would you do?
Yeah, he's a rotten human.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
shitty.
is, and I mean, nuts or not, he's a rotten human.
I mean, but that is just sad.
It's sad, but he's
you're
rotten.
like, oh, that he deserves some bad stuff, but also I always hope these people that do crazy stuff like this to other people. It's like I don't wish them bad. I want them to get better at stuff.
100%. That's what we said yesterday. Like, you hope that someone can help this guy, but I don't know. And then he did, because he doesn't think anything's wrong. Which he was on the news in this report. He was for like 4 minutes calling himself the next Martin Luther King, saying he's the Messiah against bullies. Damn. Like he was. I mean, he's definitely not playing with a full deck. And the videos are going everywhere. They asked him. They said to him, like, "How do you feel about this video going viral?" And he goes like, "Yeah, my friend told me I'm famous." And he's like,
"Oh wow!"
right over his head.
Oh boy!
Like, he's just
I ended up watching so much coverage that I watched your show, the Jim and Sam show.
Yeah,
they did 40 minutes on it.
Yeah,
and the bonfire.
Yeah,
and I forget, one of them said, "Look, the problem is it's not that he's this little guy." Is that he wants to be a tough guy too?
Yeah, he's
look,
super
we
angry.
don't all get to be tough guys,
right?
And this guy,
no,
it's like the song in Miami Connection.
I gotta ask.
Tough guy.
Have you guys heard any? Have you heard any of this interview? Have you heard any of the interview?
No, not
play a little of this interview, just a little of it.
What happened yesterday morning? The same thing that's happening all my life. People think they're better than you because they're taller than you or whatever, and I went in basically to order a bagel sandwich, and the Indian woman who had never helped me there before didn't seem to understand the concept of egg whites. So after saying it about 3 times, and I verified, she goes, "Okay, I understand." I says, "Okay, fine." Then she's doing this with her mouth and looking at people and smirking and laughing, and I started to feel like I was being maligned, or I felt like I was less of a person, And you know how people are when they with their faces and their degrees.
Oh yeah,
the people in their
Took it and I says, "Miss."
Gets better.
I says, "What are you laughing at?" I says, "I'm a frequent here." So now they're acting like they didn't do it, which got me mad. But then from that point on, that's when the people jumped in, and my whole life people feel that they could attack me. They could, they would jump me from behind, punch me. I had a guy cut in front of me years ago, and he pushed me when I asked him I was next. Why? didn't say nothing. He just turned around and pushed me. It's been going on a long time. Anyway, so the video basically takes over from there. But the big guy hit me, and I fell down like this. This is actually from yesterday when I hit the ground. That's the only
scabbed really nicely.
Listen,
I went to the woods yesterday. I was taking my anger out on the trees with a bat, and I accidentally hit my leg, but the bruise actually went down. But I hit my
The tree
leg
looked at
with
him the
a
wrong way, though,
miniature
to be fair.
Yankees bat. That hurt. Yeah. So then anyway, they take it upon
Anyway,
themselves to
so
put their
we
hands.
can tell. We go down. This is yesterday. We go down
Mm.
this road for almost 7 minutes.
It's
So-
just crazy because like he keeps talking about how it's like, oh, it's because I'm too short. I'm like, it's not because you're short. It's because you're an asshole.
It's the way it's the way
It's
you
'cause you're
handle
being,
it.
yeah.
There's
It's because you're
certainly-
you're not an asshole, but you're being an asshole. Yeah.
There's certain insecurities and stuff that that we will never know from the shit that he went through, and probably a lot of shit he shouldn't have went through,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
But it's all on how you react. Like I
Yeah.
know, like there are people that I know that came from, I mean, horrendous backgrounds, right? And it's not necessarily just not being short, but horrendous backgrounds.
they're not assholes.
But you can go a lot of different paths.
Mm-hmm.
And one particular person that I know came from a background where it was abused
Mm-hmm.
and everyone else in their family was just not very stable. But this person chose the other side of it, and not stable mentally, just be able to kind of go off and do
Right,
the
not
bad
consistent.
decisions and going down the path of the stuff that you get from abuse. This particular person went the other way and made decisions that didn't have a lot of money, had no money, had to do what it was, became a very successful professor. Did a bunch of different things that got the person in a place that had a family, had children. Like did this whole thing. There are ways to, and didn't come from a
Overcome
background.
things,
Didn't come
yeah.
from money. Like it's some people. Oh, what did this person have? This person had money. And nothing.
Yeah.
But can do something about it, and then it's like it's not, and it's not just that's not easy.
I mean, I think
that's not
it's-
easy at all.
I think
it's
it's
very
a
hard.
mixture of. I mean, obviously, some people have much better opportunities than other people
Right.
in their lives, and other people have much harder circumstances, and I understand that. But
Mm-hmm.
but bad stuff happens to everyone, and it's going to happen. And the only thing we can control is our attitude.
I
That's
couldn't
it.
agree more because
We can't control anything
Yeah.
else.